Hello and welcome to Authentic Woman Podcast. Amy Cummings here, owner and certified wholeness coach with Cummings Coaching. Here today to share with you about this topic of having the best summer yet. Summer's upon us. Kids are probably almost done with school or done with school already. And I wanted to just share with you a couple ideas that we have been doing in our family for the last couple of years in order to really come to the end of summer and go, we have created memories, we did fun things, we did some things off our bucket list, and that the whole family is engaged in creating the best summer ever. So I borrowed this idea actually from Joanna Gaines. Her magazine, Magnolia, is one of my um, little treats that I give to myself is to get her magazine. I love it. It's inspiring. It's beautiful. It's um, thoughts and ideas. And I dream. It helps me to dream about what I want for my family, my life, and to just read inspirational stories, as well as learn things about cooking and decorating. And, so it's just, if you don't get it, pick it up at your any local store will have it or get a subscription to it. But a few years ago, she had this idea in her magazine. And so I have adopted it and then adapted it to our family and wanted to just share it with you. I've shared it with a few clients recently, and I thought, oh, what a great idea for our podcast today. So I thinking about your summer. And you could use this for any season, really, right? Our best Christmas holiday yet, or our best, fall yet, whatever. But I've used it for Christmas, so kind of our holidays, and then also for our summer. And so maybe there's a word or a phrase that you want to describe your summer with. So a couple of years ago, the phrase that we used was a spontaneous adventure. We just wanted to be open to adventures that came our way, to say yes to things, to try new things, to just be spontaneous, not everything having to be scheduled in our calendars, but when opportunities came up or ideas came, that we would embrace that new adventure and give it a try. So first, just think about, what do you want your summer to look like? What's a word or a phrase that could describe your summer? And then answering this question, it wouldn't be summer without ... right? So what are the things you absolutely want to end the summer with that you're like, I need to, we can't end summer without doing these things, you know? And so, maybe it's making s'mores. Maybe it's, swimming at the beach. Maybe it's running in the rain. Maybe it's coffee on your porch swing, right? All of these things that you love to do and that you want to share with others, share with your family. If you're single, you can do this too. You don't have to, this is not about just a family project. So if you're a single woman listening to this podcast, you can too create your best summer ever. What are the things you want to do this summer? And how do you want to come to the end of the summer when we step into fall and you want to be able to say, we had the best summer ever. I had the best summer ever. And so what are those things that by the end of the summer, we don't want to have missed doing these things? So make a little list of those, right? And then what's one thing or two things this summer we want to try something new, right? Maybe you've never water skied. Maybe you've never done a road trip. Maybe you have never gone to an outdoor movie theater. Maybe you have only gone swimming in pools and you're like, oh, let's try the lake, right? Let's go swimming in the lake. Uh, Maybe you wanted to rent that cabin and spend time with friends or family. So, what's something new that you want to try this summer? So, write that down. I also want to just encourage you, if you are married with a family, get them involved in this. Just the other night, my family and I sat down at our dinner table, and as we were eating dinner, we were talking about, and I was writing down on the paper, like, what are the things we want to do this summer, that we don't want to get to the end of the summer and say, oh gosh, I wish we would have done this, or we had this dream of doing that, but we never wrote it down and we didn't keep it in front of us. And so that's the beauty. Everybody gets to weigh in. And sometimes some of the same things end up on the summer list, right? Must have moments. We always have to go fishing. We always have to be swimming at the beach. We always want to have ice cream treats. We always want to have less time at the office. Or how can we balance our time, and how can we say, I'm going to take some time off. I'm going to be present. I'm going to spend time with the kids at the beach, or go fishing, with my husband or my family. Right? Um, Maybe it's, water fights. That's the one that was new added to our list last year, is, balloon water fights in the backyard, and getting dad all wet, as Eddie said. So we're making that list and having each person contribute to that list, right? Because some will, like, I want time. I want to make sure we have s'mores. I want to make sure we have sing at the bonfire. I want to make sure that we, pick strawberries, or I want to be sure that we try riding horses this summer, right? Or I want to do more bike rides or longer bike rides. So each person gets to weigh in on that. And then we create this little document that we use. This was for the summer of 2020, this little document I'm showing you. And so we list, what's our word for the year for this summer. And then we got to do all of these things or summer won't be complete. And then this summer we want to try something new. And then our must-have moments, right? And then I create just, this is what I was that year. It's what I hand wrote, all of the items that we wanted to do. And then we tape this up on the refrigerator door or on a cabinet door. And I always make it low enough so that the little kids can see it too. And we look at it, like if we're having a free afternoon, or maybe it's getting to the end of the summer and we've got way too many items left on the list. Like maybe we didn't have a picnic yet, or we, didn't go to the splash pad. So or we didn't leisurely read, and we go to the list, to the best summer yet list, and we're like, okay, what can we do today so we can do this before school starts, right? Because that's typically like the end of summer, right, is when school's starting. So what are the items that we didn't do yet that we want to get done, and we check them off? Or things like going on a bike ride, or going swimming, we just little tick marks, right? We just, how many times did we do that, right? And we try and do more than we did last summer. And it's just a great way to have right before you these ideas of what can we do to celebrate the season, to have fun with the family and friends, and to get to the end of this season without regret, without saying it, because I did this far too many years. I get to the end of the summer and I was like, summer's gone and we didn't do this and we didn't do that and we didn't do this. But that's because we weren't intentional about doing it. We didn't have a plan. We didn't write down what each person wanted to make sure that happened in this season of summer. And so I encourage you, do something on the computer or just handwrite on a piece of paper and hang it up, 2022 best summer yet. And what are our absolute have to have before the end of the summer? We've got to do these things, right? And what is one new experience you want to try? Adding all of the old traditions on there too. But what's one thing you want to do new? And engage and be present in these moments of joy. And they will give you so much creativity, so much freedom, making amazing memories. So if you would like a template, I do have a template of this summer, and you can then add your own information in, but I do have a template. I will be happy to send it to you if you just comment in the comments of this video, whether you're a podcast, whether you're listening to it live or the replay, just say summer, and I will send you over this template that you can fill in for your family to have the best summer yet. All right. Let your light shine brightly, ladies. See you next week. Bye.